Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stink King Sports. I'm your host, Nicholas Stink King, and today is a very exciting video. We're going to be going over my playoff predictions right on the first day of the NFL playoffs, wildcard weekend, one of the best weekends in sports. Let's hop right into it with the first game today, the number 7 seed Colts versus the number 2 Bills. I'm going to take the Bills in this one to advance. I think they're playing fantastic. Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs are absolutely balling out right now. Josh Allen's a potential MVP candidate, and Stefon Diggs could potentially win Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think he will, but he could. He led the league in receiving yards this year, and you never know which Colts offense is going to show up against the Bills defense that is playing so much better. So I'm going to take the Bills to advance to the divisional round. On the second game today, we have the Rams and the Seahawks. Now listen, Jared Goff is a game-time decision today for the Los Angeles Rams. If not, John Wolford would step in once again to start the Rams quarterback against the Seattle Seahawks. Lackluster secondary. Regardless, though, I do like the Seahawks to win this game. Even if Jared Goff plays, I feel like his throwing hand will be a little soft, and he won't have the same grip on the ball, same velocity, same accuracy. And Russell Wilson, you can't count him out in the playoffs. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett are two fantastic wide receivers. Yes, one of them will be matched up against the top cornerback in the league, arguably, Jalen Ramsey. But alas, I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win this game in advance to the divisional round. Next, today we have the number 5 Buccaneers versus the number 4 Washington football team. Yes, the Washington football team is in the playoffs at a 7-9 record. They are 8.5-point underdogs, and for obvious reasons, Alex Smith cannot throw a ball more than 10 yards. Trust me, though, I will be pouring my heart into this game, rooting for the football team. However, I don't find it likely that the football team will come out with the win today. I think Tom Brady and the Buccaneers offense is going to be too much and outscore the Washington team so badly. I don't think it's going to be very close. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to win this game in advance to the divisional round. Tomorrow, we lead off with the Ravens versus the Titans. A very interesting matchup, a rematch of last year's divisional playoff game. This year, I'm going to go with the Ravens. Their defense is far better than the Titans, and their offense is elusive and extremely, extremely dangerous. And the Titans' defense is very, very bad. And, you don't know which team's going to show up. Yes, the Titans did beat the Ravens earlier, but I think the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, this time he comes around and absolutely whoops the Titans. I give me the Ravens tomorrow against the Titans to advance to the divisional round. In the second game tomorrow, we have the number 7 Bears. Number 7 seed Bears for the number 2 seed Saints. I'm going to go with the Saints here. I don't think the Bears are that good at all. Yes, their defense is above average. They're pretty good defense. Their offense is not very good. I don't trust Mitch Trubisky whatsoever. And the Saints' offense is just far more electric. I mean, they have Kamara and Drew Brees, and their defense is very, very good. Very talented defense, veteran defense, has experience in situations like this. So I'm going to take the Saints with their experience in these spots to beat the Bears handily tomorrow. And in the final game of tomorrow, we have the divisional rivalry of the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this game would be a lot tougher of a decision in my mind if Kevin Stefanski, the coach of the Cleveland Browns, was going to be, in fact, coaching tomorrow. However, due to him having COVID-19, he's going to be sitting out of the game tomorrow. And as a result of that, I'm going to take the Steelers to win. Yes, their defense is ferocious, and the Browns not so much. But however, I do think the Steelers will win and advance to the divisional round. Now in the divisional round, let's start with the AFC. We're going to see the number 5 Ravens versus the number 1 Chiefs. Last time the Ravens faced the Chiefs, Lamar Jackson had 17 passing yards in the first half. The Chiefs are a fantastic team. Their offense is electric. I mean, you got Mahomes, Hill, and Kelsey. That's hard to stop. And their defense is playing good. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win this one and advance to the AFC Championship game. Then you have the Steelers and the Bills. I like the Bills to beat the Steelers again. I think their offense is far, far too dangerous for the Steelers, and I think their defense is good enough to hold Big Ben and Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, etc., hold them down long enough to secure a victory. So I'm going to take the Bills and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Moving on to the NFC, we're going to have the Packers versus the Bucks. Last time these two teams faced off, the Bucks absolutely demolished the Packers, abused their defense. Aaron Rodgers' offensive line couldn't do anything to stop the Buccaneers' pass rush. This time I'm going to switch it around. The Packers are playing far better right now. They've secured the 1 seed. They're going to get a week of rest. And I think their offense is so deadly. And I got to take the Packers. Their defense is playing better too. The Bucks are kind of iffy for me right now. Tom Brady's arm has been failing him in the past couple weeks. So I'm going to take the Packers to win this game and advance to the NFC Championship game. And next we have the 3-seed Seahawks versus the 2-seed Saints. You traditionally see the Saints choke in positions like these. However, not this year. I think the Saints will advance to the NFC Championship game. I think they will beat the Seahawks, abuse their weak defense. Their defense will step up long enough to hold Russell Wilson down for a couple of possessions. And I think the Saints will advance to the NFC Championship game. Moving on to the AFC Championship game, you're going to have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, I would love to see the Bills win this. I would desperately love to see Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs in the Super Bowl. Do I think it's possible? I think it's extremely possible. I think the Bills could really do something this postseason. Their team is fantastic, and if not this year, next year they're going to be heavy Super Bowl favorites, contenders at least. But this year, right now, I picked them at the beginning of the year. I'm going to stick with it. Give me the Chiefs to win. I mean, they're the best team in football right now. They got the 1 seed. Give me the Chiefs. I'm not going to bet against them. I will be rooting for the Bills when this scenario comes. However, I am going to pick the Chiefs to win. Next in the NFC, we have the Packers and the Saints. I think this could be a very interesting matchup. It was a close game last time they pitted up against one another. And, I think I'm going to have to go with the Packers once again. Their offense, they're just playing so much better than any team in the NFC right now, and I can't pick against them because of that. Their defense has stepped up, and like I said, the Saints traditionally choke in spots like this. So I'm going to pick the Packers. I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers on a redemption sort of season after they drafted Jordan Love in their first round. I'm going to pick the Packers to take the win here and advance to the Super Bowl, where we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers, the two best offenses in football, pitting up against one another in the Super Bowl. I would be extremely excited to watch this matchup. Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes, the two MVP candidates. I got to go with the Chiefs. I picked them at the beginning of the year. I'm going to stick with it. The Chiefs will be your 2020-2021 NFL Super Bowl champions. You know what? The only reason I think they have a chance to lose because they benched their starters. They haven't gotten any playing time in the past. They'll go into the Ravens game, which I think will happen with 2 weeks without football. Last playing in Week 16. So I think the Chiefs can do it, though. I think their team's very good. Andy Reid's a great coach. I trust him more than Matt LaFleur right now. Do I think the Packers have a chance? I really do. I keep going back and forth, but right now my opinion is on the Chiefs, so I'm going to stick with the Chiefs. And if I had to give you an MVP prediction, I would say Travis Kelce. I think he'd have a monster game. So that's all I have for you today, folks. If you did like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And enjoy Wildcard Weekend. And I'll see you on Monday for the College Football Championship. And I'm out. Peace.